I can't get excited about repealing Obamacare. Hi, Steve Carlson here with a healthcare edition of Debate This. Why is it I don't get excited? In 2010, I told Teresa Collette we must repeal it. She said no, not until the political winds shift. In 2012, I wanted to repeal it. Mitt Romney said we had to stop it as part of an overall plan to turn back federal spending and shift the power and resources back to the states. And he promised to go further to other federal spending, and I wanted that too, and still do. But now, in 2014, I don't get that excited about repealing Obamacare. And the Obama supporters in the so-called press say, Republicans don't want to talk about health care. We win. I still don't get excited. I guess that's because it's already dead. Obama himself repealed it piece by piece. See, why didn't you think of that, Teresa Collette? There must be 50 ways to lose Obamacare. Well, here's the healthcare edition of Debate This. That's directed at Al Franken and Mike McFadden and the Duluth Chamber of Commerce. Here in Minnesota, we don't need to wait for the national report card. That's an F. We got Al Franken, Senator 60th vote, freshman Franken. Remember when Preferred One, who signed up 60% of MNsure participants, crashed and burned? That was a week or so ago, so it should still be fresh. Those who prayed for health care are still falling off the ship into the wreckage, hoping they can afford to go to the doctor or even afford to live. Will they be allowed to keep the money they saved by subsidies they were told they could get? Well, that's Al Franken's fault. He doesn't talk much about it. He came up with this harebrained idea, really a kind of socialism, that he would put a cap on marketing and administrative costs, and they could keep the money until they had to pay it back to the government, and then it would go to other insurers who weren't doing so well. And that hit Preferred One, because Preferred One knows they can't make money with Al playing with their revenue. They can't make money when the government is going to stop paying them for losses that they incur, because Obamacare just doesn't work. Of course, everyone knows how Al lost Medtronic, taxing all the medical device companies as part of that package he was the 60th vote for. It's that simple. If Al wasn't there, the thing would not have passed. It would have stalled in Congress, and there would have been more thinking. A former Minnesota governor named Carlson once told me, we need more thinking. That's one thing I agree with Arnie on. Here's another thing that doesn't make me excited about repealing Obamacare. My wife, Vicki. Just a wonderful woman, an amazing photographer, if I may say so. And what makes me excited, if you can get excited about breast cancer or any cancer or killer disease, is that I was right. I was right, and it saved a life. Thank you, Jesus. I worked at the American Cancer Society as a resource specialist for the 4-state region, the Midwest, when this whole debate started. I had hope. I had faith. Well, I became acquainted with the wonderful resource of SAGE and the National Breast and Cervical Cancer Early Detection and Treatment Program, or BSEP. It targets low-income women to save lives. If you get screened by this program, and they'll sometimes give you $20 to get a mammogram, and you are diagnosed with breast or cervical cancer, depending on the program, different states spend their money differently, then you can get your treatment paid for. What a concept, no? What a concept, yes. And I get far more excited about saving lives through fighting killer diseases and health disparities. One health disparity group is low-income women. They're more likely to die from cancer because they don't get treated soon enough or can't afford treatment. Because last Breast Cancer Awareness Month, last October, my beautiful wife had her life saved by SAGE and BSEP after it was almost lost to political shenanigans. We were paying for our Minnesota Care sliding premium each month. Here's a copy of the last premium we paid, and it was sent back to us because of politics, just like ObamaCare. And she had had a mammogram on that program, and they wanted her to follow up. But we lost our health care just then. She told me, well, it's probably not anything to worry about. But one day in the mail, a letter from Sage came. I don't know why, but I told her, that's it. You can get your follow-up. Get your follow-up. She did. Discovered she had stage 2 breast cancer. Your whole world changes. You put your trust in God, and God and BSET came through. Now that's exciting. Repealing ObamaCare is not exciting. Saving lives is exciting. But ObamaCare can't be saved. Lives can be saved. Jobs can be saved. Health care can come back to Minnesota. We've got to win this war on killer diseases. And the only way we can do it is if we all work together. Attack healthcare disparities. You've heard of the achievement gap? Major issue in education. Well, health disparities is a health gap. Imagine how serious that is. So I get excited about saving lives, letting ObamaCare die.
November 2nd, they say. You know it's gonna be a big election day. This year is the big one. America's in trouble, and we need a new Congress to save the day. Vote for change. Vote for the Unity Party. This year we need America's Community Party. With the Democrats everywhere. But all they can come up with is ObamaCare. They want the public option called the single payer. But they just left insurance costs way up in the air. Vote for change. Vote for the Unity Party. This year we need America's Community Party. With all the folks watching the healthcare scam. The Tea Party caused a real capital jam. We want our healthcare system back, I say. But we don't need more fines and more taxes to pay. Vote for change. Vote for the Unity Party. This year we need America's Community Party.